According to the Ministry of National Security, on the morning of February 27th, the day of the operation off the coastal road, Commander of the Belize Defense Force Stephen Ortega conditionally approved the operation, expressing concerns about conditions of the weather and other factors. The decision to fly that morning, according to the Minister of National Security, was that of the commander of the Air Wing and co-pilot of the mission, Major Adrian Ramirez.
At around 2:12 a.m., Major Ramirez texted General Ortega and asked him if the mission is a go. At 2:18 a.m., General Ortega calls JIAP to get a briefing on the mission and repeats his conditional approval as he explains to JIAP that it will be up to Major Ramirez to finally determine if they can fly the helicopter based on the weather and other factors. At 2:22 a.m., General Ortega calls Major Ramirez and tells him that the mission is a go, provided that he, Major Ramirez, is satisfied that the proper conditions exist in order to safely fly, and that in his, General Ortega's, view, the weather will not clear up until about 5 a.m. At around 3:17 a.m., Major Ramirez texted General Ortega and said, "Sir, weather hold up, will depart." Major Ramirez had total discretion to refuse the mission if he believed that weather conditions were not favorable or WhatsApp messages could not easily be communicated. At any time, it is universally accepted within the military, and especially when it comes to flights from the Air Wing, that even if he needed to communicate but couldn't communicate, he could turn back and abort the mission.
Another limitation noted in the report was that the Air Wing doesn't have night vision goggles equipment. The document states, quote, "At the time of takeoff, there was no natural lighting to make a flight without sight glasses, in this case, night vision goggles. The crew was not using any night vision goggles equipment to perform this mission because the BDF Air Wing doesn't own any," end quote. The analysis of the helicopter, according to the Honduran Air Force Accident Prevention and Investigation Board, shows that it was in working condition. As it relates to the condition of the UH-1H helicopter, the report says that, quote, "Its maintenance reports updated to the date of the accident. Instruments found show that it was in normal operating range." The report concluded that the airworthiness of the aircraft was not a factor in the accident.
Was there any previous mechanical failure that was brought to your attention in relation to that helicopter?
Previous?
Yeah.
The engineers do checks, and whenever there's issues, we repair it and we fix them.
So to your knowledge, that helicopter was flying just fine?
Yes, excellent. It was in excellent condition.
The report also noted that the engine will be sent to a manufacturer for a more detailed study of its operation. The report pointed out that 4 pieces of the aircraft were sent to the forensic medicine for their respective ballistic analysis, since, quote, "There are perforations that, due to the type of mission, are suspected of being caused by a firearm. The results show that there were no firearm impacts on the airframe," end quote. According to the report, an analysis of the wreckage based on the damage, quote, "caused the instantaneous death of the crew, corroborated by the autopsy," end quote. It goes on to say that everyone on board the aircraft died from multiple injuries caused during the accident. So this report concludes that the probable causes of the accident were the human factor as a result of limited visibility, without gears of night goggle vision, in adverse weather conditions, and the use of cell phones on board the aircraft during that time. So can anyone be held responsible for the deaths of these 4 men? The Minister of National Security, Michael Parafit, says that's left to be seen, as there are other elements of the investigation that are ongoing.
Is there anything actionable at this point against anyone for dereliction of duty?
Not at this point, until we conclude that aspect of the investigation. Remember, what we're talking about right now preliminarily is just the actual helicopter itself and the forensics and ballistics. There's another investigation going on as it relates to protocols and how things should have worked out internally. Captain Bennett is currently working on that, and that aspect of the investigation has not yet concluded.
Sir, I know it is.
But I can assure you that if anyone was found to be in dereliction of duty, they will be full consequences to be paid.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.